Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and oops, new layout. Hello, everybody. It's our faces now in larger 4K resolution.
No, some things
That's
should
not
be
it.
seen in HD.
Sorry.
No. we're now not just like 2 centimeters across. We're now 2.5. Okay. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome back. It's this. Sorry, the card returning does not help things. I don't know what you were expecting. Good to see you. Hey, Wario.
I am never helping.
And Wario, big thank you for that new frame pack. Everyone, check out Wario's awesome frames on the DM's Guild. If you've got a link there, Wario, chuck it in there, or chuck it in the Discord. They've got some very cool, lots of very cool frames for your games, which I'm looking forward to using in some of our new campaigns starting soon, next week perhaps, or if you're in the North Americas, this weekend. Okay, so as we are rolling here, sorry, I'm very bright today. Bright sunshine. No.
You're bright every day.
We're in the Underdark. We're not on the surface anymore. Turn it down.
You get them blackout curtains.
Turn down the sun.
Where's your commitment as a GM?
Yeah, turn it down.
Wait, you quit it. I need some British weather.
Actually, like a really good cloud passes right at that moment. It actually gets dim. We all freak out a little.
You are legally not allowed to yell at the sun in Japan.
Four in is a bit quiet. Is four in Corbin?
Corbin?
Corbin, yes, Corbin. Shout.
Hi.
Hi. You're a smidge quiet.
Hello.
There we go. Try that.
Corbin, that is.
It doesn't help Corbin's volume if you shout. So lead by example. Okay.
Our volume, comrade.
So everyone, now you can enjoy the character art here, scrolling by. I am going to put stat blocks down there as well. I was inspired by our good friend Patch and QuestJunkiesUK. So I'm going to have some little scrolly.
Love a stat block.
Scrolling by, little stats and things, so you can see who these people are a bit more. And we have
see how weak Zakon is.
My bad health.
Just you're still passed out on a big giant spider's back.
Yeah.
Webster's taking care of you, buddy. Don't worry.
Go sleep.
Okay. No worries, Phantom. Yeah. Yeah, of course, Wario. Oh, the link doesn't work. Nuts. Sorry, Wario. Wario, chuck it in the Discord, and everyone jump in the Discord and check out Wario's awesome DM's Guild frames, because there's many options and they're all cool. Here is said Discord. Boom. Right, okay, so we are back here with Out of the Abyss, like it says down the bottom there, and we are adventuring through the tunnels and caves, travelling from Manteldereth, the trading outpost, to the Stone Giant's secret library of all knowledge of everything that has passed, is happening, and will be in the Underdark. Not up on the surface, because that is not a real place. It is just some strange dream that people who are clearly mad refer to from time to time. And JR, thank you for the reminder. Let me kick off that giveaway of ours. Boop. There you go, JR. Try now. Okay, yes, we do have a fabulous CZRPG. Oh, timely logo. Just missed it. Mike, I blame you. The logos are in your corner there.
Damn it. Failed again.
Get him.
Failed. Hold on. Give me a second.
Get back here, you. Wrangle those logos. Yes, the fabulous CZRPG is sponsoring our fantastic giveaway again this week. We have one of their recent Patreon offerings, a Patreon that you should be a member of if you want awesome encounters, one-shots, drop-in locations, beautiful maps, or monsters for your games. Beautiful monsters. There's the link there. Their most recent one is called the Frosted Peaks. Although we have decided, executive decision on the channel this week, they shall be referred to as the Frosted Tips. not the Frozen Peaks. And yes, that one-shot location or drop-in location for your campaigns, the Frozen Peaks, is available for one of you lucky people. Please do !enter like our friend JR there in the chat box for your chance to win. We shall draw at the end of the session. Right, if you need to lurk, do not worry. Hey, thank you, Phantom. There we go. That is Warrior's cool frames on the DM's Guild there. Phantom, getting in there with that mod sword. All right. So, my friends, let us see what lies in store as we return here. As they're now scrolling by in glorious 4K. Apparently it's 4K. Now, below me here, in large pictures, you can see now, get the full glory. You can enjoy the Out of the Abyss art from the fantastic Ryutoshi. Check out them out on Instagram over there if you want to get cool art for your OCs or games as well. It's beautiful. Except Anastasia, who is beautiful, but it's not Ryutoshi. McClover, you absolute legend.
Clever.
Thank you. Thank you so much, McClover. All those gifted subs there. I see some rollies coming in. Spinnies, I should say. Spinnies. Only spins if the players want one. Players, do you want to spin?
Crying in a club right now.
Give the spins.
Give me all the
McClover.
spins.
I want you to
Give
understand something.
spins.
This is not Patch's stream. This is a safe space. All spins are welcome.
Has Patch been bullying people for sending spins? Rude.
He's been like, oh, maybe we don't have to do it. It's up to the players.
What? We embrace the spin.
Yeah, you gotta
We
call him out
embrace
on
the
it.
spin. it's in the waiver.
Choose chaos.
It's in the waiver that I have in my head that nobody signed.
You gotta
Wait, then what did I
Bluetooth it
sign?
over. You gotta use
Signed
the
over
one
your
brain
kidneys.
cell. And you gotta Bluetooth it over.
McClover, if any streamer has put a wheel of shenanigans on their stream, you should never feel guilty for having them spin it. That is entirely on themselves. Okay. I accept all spin responsibility on QuestJunkiesUK. Okay, so let us do this right here, right now. For moi, I think the spin goes to the baby hook horror. So if we get oops all intelligence, it's gonna be like parental figure. I have bonded with you as you were the first I saw emerging from my incubation vestibule.
Hello, mother. Hello, father.
Hello, auntie, uncle, grandmother.
I wouldn't even know. I just he's so smart.
Here we go. We shall see. Now it's going to be shrinker size and they just vanish from existence because they're already tiny.
Incubation
Don't do that.
vestibule.
Incubation vestibule. Thank you very much. Right? Okay, spin of the wheel. Here we go. Baby hook horror coming in with wild magic surge.
Ooh, off to a good start, this kid.
Just like daddy. Just like daddy.
It's the miracle of birth, and unfortunately this hook horror nest was infused with the Phaseress magical energy that is all throughout the Underdark here.
Halo.
Which table do we think a baby hook horror rolls on?
Well, I would think that the act of bonding is more akin to the druid side.
Ooh, fair.
It
Like
would be the monk side.
So you're going with the druid? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to take responsibility for your child and roll this D100?
Of course. Of course.
Thank you, Ken.
Let's see what happens.
Come on, baby hook hard. We haven't even given this thing a name,
Absolutely,
have
Phantom. No, not yet.
Exclamation point roll D100.
That's the one.
D100.
Hey, Daisy.
Okay, here we go.
Hang on. Oh, you don't need the D.
Oh, my
Thank
bad.
you. Nice.
Take away that D.
This is a family stream.
we?
87.
87. Okay.
That's a good number.
Oh, this is good for a baby, I think. This is, instilling good values into a baby.
This is good for a baby.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. It needs to learn these things. You cannot rest until you bathe.
Oh no!
You got bathed the hook horror.
We got it. Split splat.
It's a Japanese baby hook horror.
taking a bath.
They cannot go to bed without taking a bath. And a shower is not enough. I get constant shade from my in-laws. It's like, why you need to take a bath to remove the stress of the day. was like, but the stress is you forcing your pilcher on me. Stop it.
I'm stressed about having to take a bath.
It's summer. I do not want to.
The tub is so tiny. I don't fit in.
You only half filled the bath because the other half's full of humidity. Okay. Sorry. Anyway. Yes. Anyway. Changing the hook horror's hyper should count.
Yes.
That's bathing for a child. Fresh diaper, akin to a bath. Okay.
All
Solid
natural.
parenting
we
tips.
only use spider silk Pampers. It's very spoiled.
Spider
child.
silk pamper.
Very spoiled hook horror.
Boiled rotten.
Okay. Right.
Now I have to look up how to say rotten in different languages so I can name my hook horror. So I can call him spoiled rotten.
In Draconic, Japanese, as we like to say, it would be it's a little long. It's Amayembo.
Mayambo.
Amayembo.
Mayambo. I want it to be that thing where it's like you have the youngest. This was a thing in my family for a second. You had the last child born. If they were old enough, name the next kid. So I think that look, that's how I ended up with like 3 separate cousins that were named Christian, because the 4-year-old was like, I know exactly what they are.
Oh my god.
But I would think that Charcuterie was trying to be sweet and call him something like sweet, like okay, not knowing that I've named the hook horror spoiled rotten.
If we're going with Draconic, it should be Chibi, surely.
Tiny.
Chibi, yeah, he's tiny. Chibi.
Tiny, we will call him Chibi for now.
Yeah.
His name will grow as he does. So I think I have a lot of sons. This is my daughter, my firstborn daughter.
So we just call him Shou Chu Dai as he grows up. Okay, I see. All right. So anyway, let's continue these spins. Thank you again,
It's a
Maklava.
momentous occasion, okay?
Tis indeed. Okay, Zakan, as you slumber peacefully, unaware of all the shenanigans happening in your absence. What occurs here? Whoops, all con. You wake up stronger.
Ooh.
Nice.
Does it kills you, makes you strong?
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, basically the theme.
Corbin. Wild Magic Surge, parent-child.
Yes. Like father, like child.
Like Chibi. Like father, like Chibi.
Daughter.
Like Chibi. Like
Yeah.
father,
Ooh.
like Chibi.
Anastasia.
Oh no.
Now I have to draw them in Sailor. I have to draw Corbin as Sailor Moon, and the little hook horror is Chibi.
Also Wild Magic Surge. I hope everyone in the room with Chibi gets a Wild Magic Surge. That'd be great.
Please. Hold on, guys. Let's get this. Hold on. This is slots right here. I'm in for this moment. Hold on. Come on.
Okay, last one.
Come on, McClure.
Kayla, don't let us down.
Come on, McClure.
No pressure.
No
Don't
pressure.
you dare.
I'm gonna be upset if we don't get a wild magic surge.
Right,
Oh,
go.
it was so close. It was one more to go.
Oh.
Oops, all wisdom.
You're
I'm
so
sorry, guys.
smart.
The wise uncle.
You did
I'm
24.
sorry,
And this one is on the monk side.
Okay, and D100 there. If it's combat oriented, it will kick in then.
Thank you.
24. No, this can happen now, but it's only
I don't like that you're laughing.
it only lasts for a minute, so it's not too bad.
Okay.
For the next minute,
Up dice.
for the next minute, your clothing grows far too long for your height and grants disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh no.
Oh,
I am already in such robe, mini layer.
All the
You
rope.
can rip off the extra to make a baby Bjorn.
Yeah.
But it's only for a minute, so it's going to shrink. Be like,
I have made.
Parent, I suffer.
Parents.
Or then what's left over is like kind of, like sexily small. He's
On
doing the
me,
the
not
Pulp
the hook
Fiction thing.
horror.
Yeah.
Hey,
On
hey.
me, not the hook horror.
Don't bring up that kind of shit right now. The Discord is all aflutter because we started sharing the Tomb of Annihilation character art.
I
And
know.
Our good friend Colby has a little titty window. His little-
Colby titty window.
Colby has a
All
titty
the
That's some
window.
great
underboob
parties
right there.
have-
Under boob, under ab.
Amazing.
It's
Colby,
it's-
it's
I love this for Colby.
Colby and Emma were very excited about it.
Exploring that himbo
Yes.
nature.
The problem with
I'm
the,
so
is
proud of you, Colby.
the eyelashes and the lips are the problem for me. And it's funny that before I'd seen the art, there is an NPC that, should they explore the jungle in the right direction, they will meet this NPC that is supposed to fall for a humanoid character. And so I had pre-contacted Colby before seeing the art and saying, "Are you okay if with an NPC flirting with you?" And he was like, "Yeah."
In fact, let me make sure they do.
Rip. Okay.
Oh, it's
sorry.
incredible. I'm just seeing it now. It's so good.
Right? It's amazing. Anastasia, what was your D100 there on the wizard's wild magic table?
I dropped my dice, so I had to go and grab them first. But let's see what we got. Looks like the hell's a 10 and a 9.
19?
19.
Oh, 19. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. I was,
What's 10 and 9 make?
for some reason, my brain was like,
What's
I mixed the numbers backwards. I was like, what's a 90-10? I was like, what the fuck?
90, 11,
You're getting into French
90,
counting.
12.
Right, yeah, it's very French, isn't it? Very Menzoberranzan counting.
My brain's not here,
Yeah.
y'all.
Anastasia, what magical items do you have?
Oh,
Asking for a friend.
No reason.
Which ones did I get? Let me double check.
Especially
My
not something
inventory.
suspicious.
I think. Actually, no. Sorry, scratch it. Let's use your book.
I don't actually have any.
No, your book. Your book is a magic item.
No, the book.
That counts. All right.
Yeah, because it gives you pluses and stuff as well.
Yeah.
It was a awakened one. Pop, a dragon come in. Thank you for the sub, my friend. 14 months, amazing. It has been that long, Papa. Absolute pleasure. Who gets a spin of the wheel, Papa? Hey, Warrior, happy looking. So Anastasia, for the next minute. So this just happens like I think this is how Zagan wakes up. It just these screams start coming down from the nearby tunnel. For the next minute, you are frightened of your book, which is fair. You did steal
That
it.
makes two of us.
You stole it from a demon jailer,
Like,
and it casts random magic from time to time.
whoops.
Whoops.
And Corbin gets the extra spin. Excellent.
yes.
Let's go.
What you getting, Corbin? Thanks, Papa. Good to see you, mate. Here it comes. Last but not least, an advantage. Extra crystal for you.
I'll be sure to make horrible choices so that I have to use the one I already have right away.
That's what we call understanding the assignment. Double.
Just jam
Now,
into the
folks in
scroll
chat,
flute.
this is the only way you can get more than one. Remember this. Anastasia is finally down to one.
For now.
Shush.
For now.
Hush you.
Okay. There we go. Alright. How's our baby dragon, Corbin? He's a proud big brother now.
Right? Proud big brother.
Chibi.
No longer the baby. They're going to get jealous.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're the middle
Who's gonna
child
deal with
now.
that?
They're the middle child.
Oh no.
No, they're
middle
gonna get
child syndrome.
emotional.
Okay. So, yes, Anastasia. You starts to fail to ignore the whispers and the tugging at the back of your mind that always emanates from this abyssal monstrosity of a spellbook that you have. Let me switch up Roll20 a bit here. Where are we at? Da, da, da. Let's go with this one. Boom. Ah, love that. Boom. Okay. Okay, so you starts to hear those voices. They're always there, but usually do a better job of drowning them out. and ignoring them, shoving them off to the obscurity of your subconscious. You know what you did. You know who you stole from.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
I will be returned. I will have justice.
You gotta catch me first.
Oh, then please do keep a hold of this beacon.
She's saying this out loud, like whispering it, but so you guys would probably hear if you're in range. She's like responding out loud.
Not my unconscious ass.
Let us return to the tunnels. Here we are, folks. Okay, so here we can see Corbin. I put it back on the dynamic lighting view for everyone back home as well. So there you are.
Dynamic.
Dynamic. Also known as darkness.
So
much darkness.
they're holding my baby Hakor with the eerie green glow around me. Just the most Disney villain of all things.
Love.
Just underlit, yeah.
What was that one? Sleep, my little Corbin.
Let your dreams take wing. One day when you're big and strong, you will be a king.
It sounds so nice, right?
It's so sweet.
Sorry. Sometimes I just cackle.
Okay, so you, Anastasia, are frightened of your book. Mechanically, as well.
It's just rumbling more than usual.
Right.
Now these old books, they just gotta settle. They just need to settle.
Anastasia, you alright? This is a very ceremonious moment. What's going on?
Yeah, it's. I'm just thinking of the baby shower.
Look at it.
So cute. I'm gonna go
It's
though.
terrifying. It's just like.
Anastasia thinks it's adorable, but she's scared that a
Okay.
fireball's gonna come out of this thing and like kill it. So she's like, I'm gonna go back down. I'm gonna start ahead. Just
Okay.
shut up.
Okay. Now, Kayla, Corbin, as Anastasia.
I'd like to take a short rest so that Zakan can wake up.
Well,
We
it's
should
okay.
probably go find Zakan, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Anastasia.
did heal
yeah.
Zakan for like
Copy
31.
over there.
Let's not forget Zakan is okay. They're the most okay.
Oh, like I love that. Now you've left, you've left Kalo alone, so it's just the green glow in the nest now. Spooky.
Oh.
Yeah, if you guys look
dear.
at look at stream, you can see what everyone sees because I have all the players' views, whereas you only have your own.
Ah.
Look at that, it's great.
It is. It's just.
Spooky. Okay, although I don't think I have yours, Anastasia, because it wasn't showing up yours. Curious. Never mind. Okay. Anyway.
Where am I?
Come back
Who
out.
knows?
Come on, Sharkeisha.
There you are. See, I can see you if you're in the glow of Corbin. The glow of Corbin.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my cloak and turn it around so that the hood is like in front of me. and place
Just the
baby
two little
corn in
hooks.
there because yeah, just mostly so that they can because I know that it's very narrow the path that we have to go back to.
Mhm.
So I don't want to be trying to hold them and squeeze through. So they're just being like.
I don't do this as well as Time Lord's wife did. Time Lord's wife was miniaturized and placed in the bosom of a barbarian cage fighter. She did it much better than I did.
We
Okay.
did that to one of my friends. He would constantly be gone from sessions because he was a brand new dad, so he wouldn't be to every session. So he was a druid. He would just turn into a lizard and hide in my character's boobs whenever he wasn't there.
Case problem solved. Okay. So, as you guys are emerging to the north, up here, Zakan slumbers peacefully.
Is
Oh,
it peaceful?
Why did my be here disappear? Oh, wait, be here. Oh, there is. Okay, I see. There they are. Right. So, Zakan, you, as you were fighting the gnolls, felt an irresistible surge of sorrow wash over you as somewhere in the Wackyverse something happened that affected you deeply. Arguably should have affected Buns more, but that was real life Buns, not Corbin. And as your frail body could not withstand the sudden surge of emotion, it protected itself by blacking out. And in the darkness, there is a presence, at once familiar and also new. And you feel in this vision, you're clearly no longer in the tunnel. You feel something very softly brushing past you. Small things. As if up on the surface you were walking on a windy day and fallen leaves were blowing past you. You manage to snatch one as it pushes and gets snagged in a fold of your robes. You hold it in front of you, and you see that it is a black rose petal. You follow the direction that they're blowing from, and before long, emerging out of the darkness, you see a figure. But their back is turned to you. Their head down and to one side, as if hung in shame. What do you do?
I think, as usual, when Zakan is dreaming, they're unbandaged and unmasked. And I think a bit younger in that same way that everyone kind of pictures themselves at a certain age. And they sort of just hold the rose for a moment, and then kind of clutching it, they approach the figure and they say, "Are you all right?"
The sound of your voice, the figure tenses up, their shoulders kind of bunch a little. And you hear a voice, although they don't turn to face you. And it's a voice you recognize, although altered. Less confident, less assured than when you last heard it. It is the voice of Tidra. couldn't save him. Like I couldn't save my sons. I couldn't redeem Oxrian. Now my oldest friend is gone.
And can Zakan kind of slowly try and walk around towards the front of Tidra
Okay.
to see her face?
Yes. Her garb is very different than last you saw her when you were in Bitopia. Long robes, but hanging fairly close to her form, as if they're like hanging wet almost. But yeah, they're not dripping wet or anything, and just like a heavy silk kind of look to them, and a hood drawn up. And you can see she's cradling a bunch of black roses, almost like a child, and this ethereal wind is blowing through and past her, and the petals are being torn from the roses and cascading out behind her, but they never run out. Her head is bowed, and there's a cowled hood like up over her face, and you can't see her face as her head is hanging down in despair. And you get your first full look at Tidra, or as she is now known, the Mother of Sorrows. A new Warlock patron available to anyone in the Wikiverse who cares to take it.
I think on seeing her in this state, like compared to the proud, bright warrior of justice that taught Zakan everything that they know, there's like this sharp intake of breath. Does Zakan know of the sons? Like, would they recognize those names, or like what the sort of impact of them being lost would be?
I think Arafor told you, right? Arafor told you what had happened when you went to Bitopia and realized that she had been banished to Barovia.
I think so. And then there was also a vision of her in Kresk.
Yes.
I think before things really went to shit.
Yeah. Yes. Anastasia, newest on the channel here. It is a twisted web of intrigue of things that we weave here. My offline, the first ever game I started DMing, and I am still DMing now, offline, and our Descent into Avernus campaign had a pair of fallen Aasimar brothers who were Tidra's sons, but and they were also half devil. Their father is a devil, Oxrian. And Tidra had been cursed and was being held in the Nine Hells by him, in a place known as the Mire of Mourning Mothers, and she was cursed to only be aware of one of them for half of the day, alternatively. So she would be aware of one of them for 12 hours, and then the other one for 12 hours, but only one at a time. And as the two brothers started to do heroic deeds and become more, questing and doing their campaigns, she became a little stronger and started to manifest, semi kind of possessing people in their vicinity while she was aware of them. And they eventually figured that out, and then with help of friends from Bitopia, including Arafor Tan, the brothers and their friends went to the Nine Hells and released her. But she was still only aware of one of them, and the other one got really angry that she was seemingly ignoring him because they didn't know about this curse, and it didn't end very well. And then later in the Nine Hells, they were reunited to redeem their father, and they were given the choice of, if they forgave their father, he would be returned to a celestial because he was a fallen angel. But they chose to kill him instead. And the brother that landed the killing blow had been given that weapon by an archdevil of the Nine Hells, who had been instructed to give him that from Asmodeus, and it was a soul-stealing weapon. And Oxyrion's soul was taken into the weapon. And then the brother returned to the offline game, which is in Eberron, a world which until now has been cut off from the Nine Hells. But with the spirit of his father in the weapon, a connection is starting to be forged between Eberron and the Nine Hells. Yes.
It's all fine.
Tidra was there, but she wasn't able to convince her sons, and she tried very hard to convince her sons to forgive Oxyrion instead of killing him.
Yeah.
Because she failed, she was banished to Barovia. And spoilers for Curse of Strahd, anyone? Drop back in a minute or so. In Barovia, there is a town called Kresk, above which is an abbey. And the abbot there is mad and trying to save Strahd through very misguided means, shall we say. And that in Curse of Strahd, that abbot is an angel. But people don't know that they don't look like an angel. Yeah, they're in human form.
Yeah.
So in our Curse of Strahd, that became Tidra after she failed, and she was banished there and given the impossible task of reconsecrating this cursed land, this cursed abbey in Barovia. But then, when our recent Hunger of Ithrin campaign finished, and Vecna was able to kill Arafor Tan, who was her best friend and main contact in Bytopia, who Zakan has met, and many other adventurers in the Wakiverse have met, and was my first ever online character with Buns as my brother. When Vecna was able to complete his plan and kill Arafor Tan, thus stopping him from starting any of the missions, because he killed him in the past, this distant past, stopped him from completing any of the missions, giving the heroes their missions to stop him, and that created the forked timeline that we have now, including the Doomed Forgotten Realms, which is when none of the heroes did any of the quests that were published by Wizards of the Coast. So you guys, in that timeline, you guys did not come into the Underdark, and the Demon Lords came up to the surface. And what else has happened?
Gotta play that someday.
Yeah, right?
gotta play Post-Apocalypse Zakan. I crave it.
And yeah, there's all sorts of shenanigans going on there. But because she was also unable to save Arafor Tan from Vecna, she was in Barovia, she was banished, so it wasn't on her to save him. But that loss of Arafor Tan made her transition into being the Mother of Sorrows, which is this otherworldly entity, which is connected to Kalo's Sorrow Star, the morning star that he has. Hence the tears and the black rose, and also is semi-connected to Zakan here, as Tidra was Zakan's angelic guide.
Got you.
So, quick history lesson.
So I think based on like previous visions and maybe like previous conversations and all those decades of being raised by Tidra,
Yes.
I think Zakan would be kind of able to figure out just from that sort of what's happening, if not the full picture, kind of what it means for Tidra. And so, as they circle around and, face them, they hold that rose in their hands and they gently cast light on it so that the black becomes this brilliant, shining gold light.
Love it.
And they say, "A very wise being once told me that no things are truly lost forever, that from death there is life, from endings there are beginnings, and that as long as we are here and have an ounce of strength left in our bodies, that there is one more thing that we can do, one more right that we can try to make. And no matter how many lives are lost and however much we may mourn them, if we can save one more person, one more soul, then that's more than nothing. And they place the flower, the shining one that they're holding, they place it into their arms where all the other ones are gathered, and let that light spread to the rest of them. And the petals, as they drift off and are affected by the light, change from black to glowing and carry off down the tunnel.
And it's like sparks from a bonfire, and it's like going off into this infinite darkness that you can see around you before they just fade from view. And with that, her head finally rises. There is no one left to save. All is lost. All is sorrow. And she just has jet black eyes, and black tears are streaking down her cheeks. And I shall show you the Mother of Sorrows. Here she is.
I think if they're able, Zakan very gently and slowly reaches out a hand to cup Tidra's face, if she will let them.
She doesn't recoil or flinch.
Yeah, so just places their hand there, and they say, "Oh, Tidra, what has happened to you?"
Too much. There is only regret. There is only revenge. She starts to just not walk away, just glide back from you, just retreating and diminishing into the darkness behind her, and your spell falters.
I think there's sort of a moment of, indecision, as she says that, and she starts to drift away, and they seem to make up their mind, and they call into that sort of fading darkness. They say, "If it is revenge, I will follow you. I will help. Just call on me. You need not carry this alone."
And the darkness surrounding you starts to focus in again, and you start to see rock walls emerging on either side of you, as if out of mist, but darkness.
Don't leave, please. Just stay.
And you feel an embrace, almost crushing, as you call out, "Stay, don't leave." And a sympathetic shillelagh wraps you in their coils.
You do that, sit up and hard breathing.
Do you see yourself back in the tunnel, sat atop Webster, with one of Shillelagh's coils around you, and there is a large dragon-like creature lying dead on the floor of the cavern. A creature you know, a very dangerous creature you know to be a Behir, a dragonkin creature that seems to have been drawn here by the sounds of combat, but did not fare well.
Teeth kicked out.
Has lost all its teeth.
For some reason, its teeth, some scales, and horns are gone.
Where could they be?
There's a few chunks of a thigh missing.
And guys, if you want to make your way up the tunnel there, I think as you focus and look around and kind of questioning the scene about you, the others arrive. And welcome into Genasaqua and Mooncloud. Yes, as you said, Genasaqua. You were in the moment there for a second. You can hear sounds from the southern passage as the others emerge.
I think if you'll permit, John.
Yeah,
I can't move.
Kayla will be the first to arrive, and just this wave of relief comes over as Zakan wakes up, and he kind of just almost drops to his knees before rushing over, and probably in Zakan's weary state, just gives Zakan the biggest hug. And there's probably in the meta knowledge of things, his black eyes look at him, or her, or Zakan. Oh, please. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean what I did. Are you all right?
I'm here. I'm still here.
Oh, your eyes are not black. Oh, do you remember any of that? What happened to you?
Kind of shake their head a little bit. Yes. Something has happened.
Something happened to you? Yes, what are you talking about? What was that?
It is a bit too large for me to understand, but I think somewhere else things have gone terribly, terribly wrong.
John, if I pull out the Sorrow Star very slowly, what's it doing?
Just still
Other than
weeping.
making you look ominous.
Just put them out of their misery, please.
Boom, boom. Could it have anything to do with what we got at Gonsalgrim? This weapon, the Sorrow Star?
Zakan, there is a feeling from that weapon, and the imagery, of course, is very similar. The Black Rose.
Yeah, I think Zakan finally looks at it for real for the first time, and they're going to sort of shakily touch it. And can we cast Detect Evil and Good on it?
Sure.
Almost like instinctively, just that sort of reaching out with celestial energy to be like, what is this thing? And it'll let me know if there's a presence of aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead, or if a object is magically consecrated or desecrated.
Stasia hides her book.
I
Yeah, you in a 30-foot range.
Just
You quickly forget the Sorrow Star. Like, what the fuck is that? That very strong fiendish presence aside, from the Sorrow Star, there is an interesting mix of celestial and fiendish vibes.
I see. Whatever it is that's happened to Kalo, now looking more directly at him, we must do what we can here, now.
course we will. You need to be a part of it. So if anything like that happens again, I'm not leaving your side. Do you understand?
I just appreciate it. Gives him like a pat on the arm. As long as I am here, I am connection. It costs very much, but it is keeping me here for a reason. Until the job is done.
We'll make sure that anchor stays as tight as possible to keep you here. Now, if you're feeling better, I think you may want to brace yourself.
Oh, gods, what has happened? It's something to do with that. Pointing to the creature.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
I think at this time, if Corbin and Anastasia come in.
We cannot move. There is some type of barrier. I feel as though
Yeah.
this is the end for both of us. Me
This feels racially motivated.
Just a little bit.
Wait a minute.
You're in prison.
You have something
We
against
cannot
changelings,
pass
John,
go.
huh?
We cannot pass go. We cannot collect $200. I'm just saying, all the ethnic people can't move.
Anti shenanigans measures. That's all.
It's a shenanigans barrier.
The
History
second
month
it
ends, and
stopped
this is
being
what happens.
February. The second it stopped being February.
Zakan casts it whenever they pass unconscious. They're just anti-shenanigans barrier.
We are being held against our will.
There you go. Everyone's. You're a lot better now.
There we go.
Yay!
So do they
Yay.
see the cradled Hokora baby?
Yeah, so remember their hood is like, so technically they put it on backwards. And in the hood is just the little.
But yeah, Grogu, big Grogu vibes.
Right.
They
Just the most like two eyes opposite direction. Like you're like there's no fresh baby.
Opposite
no
directions and one up, one down.
Yeah. their post unconscious headache just gets worse, and they're rubbing their temples under their mask.
They're
Is
like
the
Um,
detect good and evil? How long does that last?
That's a good question. Let's find out.
Now that I'm in range, I should probably.
yeah, we should know this.
Up to 10 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, goodness. That book is going
Can we
off.
say it takes us a very, very long time?
No, it's fine.
So yeah,
What happens?
Zakan, as you become conscious, at first you get very alarmed by the sense of evil coming from the south tunnel, but then you hear Corbin and Anastasia's voices, and they're seemingly okay. Maybe something's stalking them.
So I think it's like, at first there's vision spots the baby Hokora, and they're like, Corbin, we've discussed this, and then they stop and jump off the back of Webster, and I think that the spell allows to know exactly where the thing is located, so they like focus.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I think you're like, there's something following you, and then you step past them, and then like the feeling goes behind you where Anastasia is standing. You're like, hang on.
Corbin's
So no.
trying to explain to like it's not what you think. It's not like
Yeah, and I
went
think
looking.
Zakan is striding over like very like angrily, and so Corbin's like, oh no,
It's not what you
Grandma's
think.
angry at me.
I found them. They literally hatched open and went, "Wah! What was I supposed to do?"
But as you get closer to Corbin, the feeling passes you on the left side.
Yeah, so they like turn to Anastasia, and
Anastasia.
they say, Anastasia.
It's them, Grandma. Anastasia.
Them grandma. And I think, like, because one thing that happens very frequently, they have visions, and when that connection gets stronger to the celestial plane, they have trouble kind of controlling that holy fire inside. And so I think against their will, they cast daylight, which is going to make 60 feet of daylight brightness in this area.
Kalo,
And
how's that feeling?
I'm a half drow, baby. That doesn't affect me none.
Okay.
and to Anastasia, they say,
I think mechanically it doesn't affect you, but it must be uncomfortable.
Oh, it's terribly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
If we're talking about flavor, it is terribly uncomfortable.
Mild
Corbin just thinks
sunburn.
everyone's being weird about the hook court. They're not bad.
And then you look up
Completely
and
blind.
yeah,
to
you
what's
look up and
happening.
everyone's got their back to you, and they're all looking at Anastasia.
They're like, oh. Like they're standing there, and then slowly Corbin's head pops out. Are you okay?
Are we okay?
I would. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. They like between the two. Sorry, couldn't really say. Are we okay?
that is what I would like to know.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the you're in trouble voice.
Your book.
I killed that thing. What about it?
Tell me where it is from and why you
found
have
it.
it.
Because it was mine. I found it. So it's mine.
Do you know what you're holding on to?
My spell book. That's how I used these spells to defend your friends while you were sleeping.
Yeah, did you know you could read magic?
I'm very
There's
tired.
Corbin behind them. Stop that.
And you seem to have been familiar with stories about me. And so perhaps you will know how I feel about fiends and the Abyss.
Trust me, I'm not a fan of the Abyss either. I'm trying to get as far away from it as possible.
Is that where you stole that book from?
I didn't steal anything. But that is possibly where I found it. Yes.
What do you intend to do with it?
It's mine. I'm keeping it. I'm using it for the greater good. I'm defending myself and who are now my colleagues.
Can we roll an old insight on that?
Ooh.
You can roll an insight, and Anastasia, you can roll me a deception or persuasion, depending which is more appropriate. You don't have to tell us which it is.
Plus. It's a 16.
Ooh.
That is a natural 20 for 24.
Oh my goodness, Grandma out here.
You got it, folks. Let those phoenixes fly. Anastasia, what does Zakan incite? Apart from violence. Not that insight, sorry.
They can tell that she's terrified. They can tell that it's not that she is trying to lie. It is not that she is being deceptive. She is just terrified of the possibility of her not being safe without this book. She knows that it is the only reason that she is safe from whatever is going on is because she has this book.
And so she is being honest about wanting to use it
Yeah.
for...
She wants to use it to defend herself and whoever is around to keep her safe. You guys are why she is safe right now. You guys are in her circle of I will protect you guys.
So I think there's like this tense moment of like Kalo and Corbin and the menagerie all sort of looking.
Just
The hook horror's like, yeah, tennis matching it.
And there's a deep breath, and Zakan just flops down onto the ground and sits, and they say, fine. But one request, if you are to travel with us. If it says anything to you, or if you feel any influence from it. I am begging you to tell me. If you truly don't know the depth of what you are dealing with there, then trust me and my wisdom in these things.
And they don't look it, but they're super old, so there's a lot of it.
That is very kind of you to say. The don't look it part.
They were just talking about the mask. Sorry.
Might be a bad time to mention that it talks often.
I'm sorry, what?
The temple rubbing again.
We said this already. Remember, my book talked to their book. They do not like each other. Well, no. Anastasia's book likes my book way too much. That's the problem.
It only
And Anastasia, you hear when Corbin says that. It's like, yes, I'll make an appendix of you.
shut up.
What? They did. They barked at each other and everything. Corbin thinks you're talking to them when you say it.
Yes, the book is not audible to everyone else.
It's not hungry for books.
Oh, whew, good job. You hear that? They're talking to their book. You're like, good job. You hear that? It's
Yeah,
not
that
hungry for books anymore.
That's good to hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as they're calming down, the daylight spell releases and they're back in the darkness.
Kato's just like, actually.
I don't
Okay.
even want to see
Good?
you right
Thank you.
now. As it gets dark, I just feel like Corbin's still sort of green. It's sort of sitting there like, so that's way worse than having a baby hook horror, right? I'm just saying, her name is Chibi.
Chibi.
Of course it is. Do you know what they eat?
We're gonna find out. I'm hoping this meat. I could probably figure it out. Are you a herbivore or a carnivore? Or are you an
Chibi.
omnivore?
Actually, Corbin, Chibi is actually kind of like gesturing towards the large corpse on the ground.
You know what that means? It means that I'm gonna get new bone weapons. Everybody can come eat. They're saying that to
The whole menagerie.
the whole menagerie.
Charcuterie Webster.
And cleanup service.
Webster, all of them.
Anastasia's walking over thinking she was part of it.
The carve in
No,
there.
if that's the case, they stop and she's like, no, remember, we already got our choice meats. We're gonna go over here and start a fire.
Charcuterie and Anastasia like growling at each other. It's like, mine.
I will turn this corpse around. I literally could do it.
That's the Khan's line, surely.
It's like, believe them. I can't even. They right.
Anastasia, you as the focus returns to the dead Bahir, you are reminded that somewhere in the caverns nearby there must be a horde.
Where do you think this came from? Because we could find a lot of money.
I could ask it technically. They're saying that with a questioning look over to Zakan and Caleb because so far, every time they've asked the dead thing something, it's answered. So they're just like, of course it's gonna work on this too. Like technically, but I should probably make them stop eating it first because that would be very rude.
It'd be a little rude, yes.
A little bit. But that is a question to Zakan and Caleb. Like, right.
You cast Speak on Dead on something as it's been eaten by your friends.
It's okay. I have speak with aminals. It's fine. I'll understand.
You have brought me back. Oh, come on!
Oh, no.
My spleen!
It's like,
Could you just wait?
You didn't need it anyway. Where's your house? I would like to rob you.
We're eating you. I also want to rob you.
It's called making sure we use everything. Yeah. It's respect.
Right?
We're gonna turn your bones into broth and weapons. We're gonna use your meat. We're gonna make your skin into leathers. It's gonna
gonna look so cool.
Every part of the kill and your horde, please.
And your horde, please.
It just go to waste.
In this
I could
economy?
also track it. I'm sure it left something of a trail, being as large as it is. Before all that, are any of you injured?
Oh, remember you told me to tell you when I was really, really bad, but you weren't here, so I couldn't tell you when I was really, really bad? Well,
Newsflash.
they're like at 10 HP. They just like
Very rough.
On a
Right.
scale of 56, I'm at like a 32.
Everyone,
If I was going to put numbers on it.
Oddly
I was gonna put numbers
specific
on it.
number.
have a drink of water. Have
Fucking
some.
wizards, so specific.
Have something to drink. Have something to eat, and I'm going to cast a prayer of healing.
Oh,
Nice.
you'll love to hear it.
Yes, Corbin was on their last legs.
Help me.
It's okay, the monk
What
licks.
slots we got here?
Right? The glass cannon has returned.
It's all muscle
I just
memory.
wanna-
It's fine. It's
I
good.
just want a sweatshirt that says glass cannon. I just, that's what I want for my
Exactly.
wacky-versary. My next wacky-versary, I would like a glass cannon t-shirt.
Hell
Chat, you know what to do.
Hey,
That's all we're asking for.
Let's see what everyone gets here.
I'm still slaving in the mines to pay off all those dice.
yeah.
Don't tell me that I will send you money.
No, I'm joking.
Anastasia's just pressing the fires over tiny pieces of meat to cook it.
Just our own little hot pot. We like to set up a hot pot with mushrooms and all the herbs, which I have proficiency in, so we're not gonna die.
Hooray!
That's 21 points of healing to everyone who wants it.
Nice.
Yay!
Thank you. But wait, there's more. I'm also going to cast a second level prayer of healing.
all the prayers to
What?
Illustrae. Illustrae is feeling very loved
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah, then
Can
they
I
do
give-
that thing where that they sit cross-legged across from each other and like combine their powers.
There we go. You guys
Right.
get
Yeah.
Kill my friends.
It's very hard to
you guys get. Really? That's all? Okay.
Oh dear.
Roll 20's weird. You guys get 9 HP back? Those are terrible rolls.
Oh man.
Sorry.
I'm at
Glad
full
we
now,
doubled
so-
up.
Kayla, pull your weight.
It's
Jeez.
only 2d8. Wait.
Kayla.
Sorry.
You're
Yes, you
unfocused.
I'm sorry. I just, that
Every little
daylight you
helps,
put
thank
in
you.
my eyes.
Barry's got you, Kalo. Every little helps. Every little helps. Yeah, there was a nat 1 and a 4 and 2d8.
That's what it was.
Jeez.
Anastasia's gonna press D some like
if you hover, sorry.
almost like sunglasses on Kalo. Just like a
They just,
shadow
they drift
over
down.
their eyes.
Much better.
Yeah, Kayla, if you hover over the results on Roll20, it'll show you what the rolls were.
Oh, wow. Yeah. No, holy shit. Guys, I'm sorry. That was. Wow.
You could just say you don't like us. It's fine.
Right? I would prefer if you were just honest.
Since I've been back down here, I've been having performance issues. I don't know. I have to talk to my doctor about it.
It happens to everyone.
From what your ex has been telling everybody, it seems like that's normal.
God damn.
Just kill the man while I was down here.
Not in front of grandma.
Not in front of Grandma.
Well, is that your back there? I'll have
Covers
you
the
just
Hokora's
stab.
ears. The baby is
Stab.
right here. The baby's right
Burn.
here. Stop.
Burn, baby, burn. Okay, now.
But yeah, if Corbin, if you wanted to save a spell slot, I could probably do tracks. I can do the whole ranger thing and probably track where this thing came from.
Yeah. Also, don't worry about wandering aimlessly around the map on Roll20. It's okay. Yeah, you search through the tunnels here. And actually, I will actually, now that we've done doing stuff, I can actually show you the whole thing because it's pretty.
Ew. Show me.
If you wanted, that's a 23 in survival.
Nice.
Fancy schmancy.
There you go, guys.
My absolutely
Oh my God,
highest
it's so bright.
modifier.
Yeah, look at the borders and the title is amazing.
Ooh.
It says hook horror layer, and I just
It does.
want to go in and write smiley
I told,
faces on all.
I told you it was
those.
canon. I didn't put this in for you. It was canon.
I know, know, but I just want to put like Corbin goes and puts smiley faces on all the O's. His little hearts around.
Yeah, folks.
Just humming away,
It's in
singing a
all its-
little lullaby
all its
to the
glory.
baby.
Little bubble letters.
I'm
It's
sorry,
in
I'm
bubble
there.
letters.
Just looking at it.
Just writing it in your magical book.
Hook
That poor guy's like,
horror.
what do you mean hook horror?
I know.
The highest modifier I have on one of my characters is plus 21.
Goodness
Jesus
gracious.
Christ.
It's great. Level 20, guys.
Level
Yeah,
20.
yeah. Got
That
some
explains
feats
a
and
lot.
stuff in there.
41.
I like the cave art is cool. So
She's a
Mhm.
barbarian with a belt of giant strength.
Oh, that's
Okay.
why.
Ooh.
That's the big kids
explains
meal right there.
everything.
Minotaur.
Yeah.
The
Cool.
big kids meal.
Cool. Cool writing, like probably on Anastasia's book. The cool
I had the
borders
bits
and
of
stuff.
writing around. Yeah. Blando.
All these out of the these.
Wow.
And I've only seen this in Out of the Abyss. I'm not sure if like other adventures around this time had similar maps or not, but they're very unique maps compared to the other Watsy stuff. Sorry.
Those runes.
Yeah, this is very pretty.
I like it.
You're not in the abyss. You're out of the abyss.
The Underdark. Swap them for some reason.
I'd
They
like
did-
to be next to the abyss adjacent, if you will.
They did.
Jason.
They did up their game with the Wild Beyond the Witchlight maps are gorgeous. The bound and the borders for those are absolutely gorgeous. And freaking Chris Perkins' dog is in one of the borders.
Okay.
Milo, little
Let's
Milo.
get this horde.
All right. So yes, indeed. Let us get this horde. Now, for said horde, we need to remind ourselves what was the CR of our beastie friend here. Is the
21.
beastie friend? Not 21. You are still alive.
We'd have been fine.
For your sake, I will throw a CR 21 at you next time. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
And just like that, the magic is gone.
And the barbarian can come in to save us.
11. It was an 11.
Where is she?
Okay.
11.
So first things. So yeah, first you start to make your way through these tunnels, and let's say it was up in that northwest corner, shall we say, in this way. It hadn't arrived immediately. It was the sound of combat that drew it deeper into the tunnels here. And as you go, you, Zakan, probably with your tracking, you're leading the way here. As you go, you start to see a glow ahead of you. Like quite a small kind of subtle glow. Perhaps some kind of mushroom, some phosphorescence or something. Bioluminescence or something, sorry. And you get closer and you see the glow glinting off coins and other items, as you do indeed manage to find the lair of this Behir and all the things it has collected from unwary travellers in the Underdark. And you see that the residual warmth that the Behir had left behind from nestling on top of its hoard seems to be being enjoyed by something else.
Oh god, another baby.
Now, Anastasia, this was your spin of the wheel from last week, which we didn't resolve.
Oh god!
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh yes. Come on.
And Anastasia, as you kind of
Oh,
push,
no.
push past Zakan, like your eyes going wide, the light shifts a little. It's kind of like an orangey, almost like fire, like bonfire kind of glow. And it seems to get brighter as this creature shifts up, and you see it's from under their neck that it starts to glow. It is a kind of medium-sized dog kind of size, like a
Aw.
Labrador kind of sized beetle that's Corbin has had the pleasure of the company of in the past. As a giant fire beetle looks up and cocks its head to one side. And its little mandibles are kind of questioningly tapping.
Hi, sweetie.
And let's say you grabbed a bit of Behir for the road. And you kind of like chuck it chuck it in its direction, and it kind of cautiously skitters down, kind of slides on the coins a little bit, and goes down and like just gobbles up the meat offered to it. And then it's like with a like kind of like a clicking, kind of whirring sounds, like it just like comes over, and the rest of you kind of catch up here, and you see this chamber illuminated, the rocky walls in this orange glow of this giant fire beetle, which you have seen before. And looking past it, I mean, this is the real treasure, of course, but looking past it, you see all sorts of other treasures too. A CR11. Boop. Okay. I'm going to copy and paste this because there's all sorts of things in here. Oh no, actually, I see what this is. This is a huge list. I was like, no, it's a D10 table. So Anastasia, please, would you roll me a D10?
Okay. Let's see if we get something nice. I got 7.
A 7.
7.
Okay. So yeah, you see, a decent-sized pile of coins. There's gold and some platinum in there as well, from the looks of things. And then there's a couple of things just kind of like lying around there. There's a fish skull with a kind of rolled up piece of parchment inside it, in its jaw. Like its jaw is hinged open, it's like kept inside it. And it's a tattered map, as you kind of like unfurl it and have a look. And it's a tattered map, and it seems to lead to it's a very kind of crudely drawn map, but it seems to lead to some sort of settlement on the edge of a large lake. And Zakar,
Light mama.
yeah, Zakar, if you go and have a look.
Just hands it over.
I like how you said that. And at least 2 of the other 3 were like, what?
What happened?
More specific, please. And Zakan, looking at this, you see it is a map of Slubludup.
It's
the Courtois.
map of a place that no longer exists.
That's true.
Place.
How unfortunate.
It was. The Kuato are good people.
I'm sorry.
I wonder what it's doing here.
Do you think that dragon had something to do with it?
Likely. Might have just ambushed a traveling party or something. They collect things.
True. Just gonna start perusing more, see if there's more information. Just taking platinums and gold on her way. She's just like looking around.
So it seems that the adventurers that they were taken from were on their way to Slubludup. Slubludup?
Slubludup?
Siplidup.
That was a fun arc where we all tried to remember what it was actually
And
called.
all the NPC names as well. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The Dark Lake. Slubludup. There we go. Slubludup. Yes.
Sublidup.
If you don't mind, I'd like to hang on to the map. I have good memories of Slubludup.
My hands are full of other things right now.
They are. 900 gold pieces when you get the chance to count them, and 40 platinum pieces.
Woo!
Woohoo.
And I would like a D100, please. Let's go, Kalo.
Great.
Wow. That is a nat 1 on a D100. Let those phoenixes fly, folks.
Halo.
My luck is amazing tonight. Here we go.
Focus up, Kayla.
That's possible?
It's been done and it has happened here.
I mean,
The most one to ever won.
as statistically likely as any other one, but just seems funny. Okay. Well, this is kind of good. It means all of you get to roll. Could all of you now roll me a d100?
Oh god, here we go again.
No.
I hope I get another one.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Looks like an 86 for me. I had to sit there for a minute. I was like, wait.
John, what?
Not reversing the numbers.
What is going on?
Oh no.
It's not another one. But it's
What did you do?
It's only a 6.
72. I got it.
Okay, let's go around. So as you're
72.
all kind of like collecting in here, you'll get something here, which you can divvy up as you like. So sorry, Anastasia, what was yours again?
I got an 86.
An 86. Okay. You. Let me we're using our nice cobalt press vault of magic here, everyone. Check it out.
Yay!
Cool stuff. Okay, rod. There is a rod. Da-da-da-da. 82. I will put these into Roll20 later. I mean, this is available on Roll20. I should grab it so we can just grab it on Roll20 as well. That'll be much faster. Okay, you see. Oh, there's a picture for it as well. I can show you. Please, there you go. It's there.
Ooh, a stick.
It is a rod, an emerald jade, kind of jade-looking thing. Yes, it is a curious jade rod tipped with a knob of crimson crystal that glows and shimmers with eldritch phosphorescence. You might actually want to give this to Corbin.
Oh.
Because... Actually, no, yeah, you need to... If someone... Does anyone have... you have proficiency in Arcana, right, Anastasia?
Yes, I do.
Can you roll me an Arcana check? See if you can figure what this is without... or do you have Identify?
Do I have what?
Do you have Identify?
Do
A
I
spell,
have
yeah.
Yes, I do. As a ritual, so I can just.
Right, exactly. So yeah, so I'll just tell you. I'll just tell you what they are, and then you take the 10
Yeah.
minutes after to figure what's going on. Okay, so yeah, this is a rod of hellish grounding. Now, the reason I said Corbin is that while holding or carrying the rod, you have dark vision out to a range of 30 feet,
Yeah.
and advantage on acrobatics checks.
Oh.
Wow, that's very cool.
Corbin staff. Corbin
And
staff.
it has an action called Hellish Desiccation.
Oh,
What?
Webster's like, desiccate.
That just sounds like
Make
the
jerky out of
magical
things.
girl room, the magical girl attack I've always needed.
Hey, Corbin.
So,
You can't see in the dark, can you?
right?
Unfortunately, no.
Just throws it at him. Just catch.
I would like to use stop missile so I don't get beamed in the back of the head with this staff. Monk reflexes.
So, Corbin, okay, you ready for this? While holding the rod, you can use an action to fire a crimson ray at an object or creature made of metal that you can see within 60 feet of you. The ray forms a 5-foot wide line between you and the target. Each creature in the line that isn't a construct or undead must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or take 8d6 force damage. On a failed save, half on a success. Creatures and objects made of metal are unaffected. If this damage reduces a creature to 0 hit points, it is desiccated. A desiccated creature is reduced to a withered corpse, but everything it is wearing and carrying is unaffected. The creature can be restored to life only by means of a true resurrection or a wish spell. Once per day. So, if you find lots of baddies in a nice neat line, with a metal pot on the other side. But yeah.
And just
That's a weird combination of abilities. It's like dark vision, acrobatics, proficiency, advantage,
and make jerky.
and-
It's made for you to move like a monk without being one. And for me, it just means I get to go. Whoop.
Move extra good.
Yeah.
I
What
move
have we
extra
done?
nice.
Okay. So that's the first one. Kalo,
You
yours
gave
was a
a
6,
rocket
wasn't it?
You gave a rocket
It was a 6.
rollerblades.
I mean,
You gave a rocket rollerblades. That's what you did.
you be basic, but it's useful. Kalo, you find a potion of superior healing.
Mazel tov. We will take that.
Zakan, what was yours?
41.
41. You find probably going to be used by these people when they're on their way to Slubladop. Something they were probably going to go diving in the dark lake for something, as they have a pearl of diving. Let's see what this is. Wondrous item. It is. Sorry, big book of magical items here. Bear with me, everyone. This white pearl shines iridescently in almost any light. While underwater and grasping the pearl, you have resistance to cold damage and to bludgeoning damage from non-magical attacks.
Ew.
Yeah. I thought it was going to give you like the ability to breathe, but nope.
Nope.
Wishful thinking.
On your own for that.
Apparently. Okay, and last but not least, COVID.
I
Get a
got
72.
Going back. Yes.
72. Okay. Ooh, you find. No, if only Alora was still here. You find a deadfall arrow.
Ooh. It's
love to
okay.
hear it.
I can still chuck it.
You can.
It's about the same as a bow.
Everybody gets items but me.
You can have the arrow because you gave me the staff.
I wouldn't be able to use it though.
No.
Yeah, it's alright.
Well,
I
I have
am
I'm
I'm
a-
just
a
making
bow
it
user.
funny.
You can have
I
the
just
potion of
think it
healing.
I
funny.
have dark vision now. Do you want the mace? It's
apparently,
necromantic. Would you like the death lollipop?
Lollipop?
It's a death lollipop. That's what I call mace Morningstar. They're death lollipops.
No, I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. Keep it.
I have so many weapons. I am the
Good.
general the general, what is it, General Grievous?
Grievous. Yeah.
General
Of magical
Kenobi.
items, of
Fine
magical
collection.
Put it
items.
into your cloak. Yes. Fine addition to my collection. A deadfall arrow. You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic arrow. On a hit, the arrow transforms into a 10-foot long wooden log centered
Yes!
on the target, destroying the arrow. The target and each creature in the log's area must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. On a failure, a creature takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone and restrained under the log.
Incredible.
On a
Hey,
success,
catch!
on a success, the creature takes half the damage and isn't knocked prone or restrained. A restrained creature can take its action to free itself. Blah blah blah. The log lasts for 1 minute and then crumbles to dust.
And then get some real nasty splinters too.
Yeah.
It's. Hang on, let's see if I can remember the Ren and Stimpy song.
It's log.
Right? It's. It rolls down the stairs, fits under chairs, rolls over the neighbor's dog. It's great for a snack, it fits on your back. It's log. It's log. It's big and heavy and made of wood. It's log. It's better than bad, it's good.
Great. It's good.
I remember that. Oh my god, you
There
just
it is.
unlocked a memory.
Core memory re-unlocked.
I guess recall legend lore. Okay. There you go.
Era of log.
This was just one of those stupid like joke commercials in Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
When I was in school.
Just remember the log
Thank you,
woman
Lee.
from Twig Peaks.
I never watched
I don't know if y'all
Twin
ever watched that.
Peaks. No, I never did, yeah.
Mm.
It's my era, but I didn't watch it.
You want some weird spooky shit?
Yeah. Yep.
Go.
Yeah, I know its reputation. Definitely. Okay, so, my friends. I would like to handwave the rest of your journey, otherwise I've lied on Twitter 3 times in a row about this library.
Third time's a charm. We can do it.
Yeah, I came in this session. I was like, we're not at the library yet.
We got distracted by gnolls,
Yeah.
as you do. Okay, so I will.
We had to get the baby.
Okay. So yeah, I shall get those later. So just give me those numbers one last time, so I can. It was a 6.
Yep.
A 41, right, Sakan?
Mm-hmm.
And
72 for me.
And Anastasia, what's yours?
86.
An 86, thank you. So I can just grab those later. As I remember, Kayla's fine, but that's just the potion. I don't need to remember that one. You can grab that
These
from
rolls.
You can grab that for yourself. It's in roll 20.
Yeah, I'm only seeing potion of healing, so I'll go back to it.
Yes, actually, that reminds me. No, there is. Yeah, there is only the one. It doesn't have the different levels. It's really weird. I do not know why.
I thought it's like
Yes,
they're in
'cause
there
there's
as
the-
potion of healing, and then there's different like
It's
descriptors attached
It's just
to them.
inside it. Oh, okay. So if you open up the description of the item, it has all the different levels.
Yeah. So if you type in like healing, it's potion of healing, greater, superior, supreme.
There you go.
Let's give that a shot. Thank you, sir.
Right, my friends. So, with your new giant fire beetle friend lighting the way, and a little hook horror peeking out at this brave, new, exciting world that they are entering into, as they hover along beside you in a little egg-shaped orb, and you travel the rest of the distance. I think it's another like couple of days journey, so everyone can take a long rest.
Yay!
Hey.
We all hurriedly go to our character sheets, start clicking up heal.
Ah!
And let's see here.
Look at all my spell slots.
Now,
Look at all
luckily,
those chickens.
luckily you have the ring, the magical ring, which shows you the way, and also allows the librarians to know that you are of good intent and are welcome to come to the library. So you do not get misdirected and sent off in random directions and twisted and turned away, and the entrance to the library is available for you. Now, as you reach the end of your journey, as far as you were told it would last, Zakan, you've never been here, I don't think. Or have you? Have you been here before, do you think? Did you ever have the need to research things here?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Primarily among those reasons that Zakan can't really read. So.
Fair enough. So yeah, you travel about another day from where you picked up the baby hook horror there, and on your way towards, still about a day out if the suggested travel time on the map app that you have was to be trusted. You are kind of being relatively stealthy and but still talking amongst yourselves and things. Or are you going like full stealth?
I think we're sort of just lightly chattering and, keeping the usual eye out for like random dangers, but I don't think we suspect any like super danger.
Okay.
If that
And-
sounds right.
And you were told that this ring, and I think if Anastasia had at some point, done identify on the ring as well, to check it out, it is designed to guide you along the quickest and shortest route to the library, and safest as well. Sorry.
Nice.
Yes, it kind of it sensed Corbin's wishes and took the sidetrack to the slightly dangerous location. Actually, I think it was like there was a time, Corbin, where it was like the needle was like, well, there's a gem inside which acts like a compass needle. It was like, it was pointing one way, but then pointing the other way for longer, and you're like, I guess we'll go with it. It's like, it was trying to point the safest way, but it's like, but there's a hook horror this way.
Grants your heart's true desire.
Exactly.
Oh, I know, right? I could. Are we talking? Does the little spinning top that I have on my hair, it's supposed to lead us to stuff too? Has that been going on since we've been down here?
That spins in regards to how much Phaseress magical energy is around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it waxes and wanes, and it quickens and slows, as is natural in the Underdark. But I think it doesn't get any quicker as you're getting towards this library. So this is not the magics shrouding this place, are not the construction of, or the creation of the Phaseress. There's just kind of natural levels, it seems.
Gotcha. Okay, good.
But as you round,
all of them.
sorry, yeah. As you round a corner on your journey here, you stop dead, Zakan. As you see before you, a very dangerous inhabitant of the Underdark, a many-legged reptile, like the Behir, but a wee bit smaller, stretches out in the junction of a couple of passageways ahead of you, and it kind of stretches as if it's been sitting there for a long time, as a basilisk, Zakan, stands up from where it was sat on the cave floor. Now, Zakan, you and Kalo, you both know, and I'd say Corbin and Anastasia, just from general learning and knowledge, you all know that these have the ability to petrify with their gaze, much like Gorgons and the like. Although not Gorgons in D&D, there's a big metal fire-breathing cows instead of the Medusa. And you see this basilisk rise up and stretch, as I said, as if it had been sat there for a long time. But it's clearly avoiding your eyes. It has its head cast down to the rocky floor at your feet. And it calls out, "About time you lot arrived. Come. The library bid me guide you to the gates, and I've waited too long already."
Who's us?
Hey, you lead away. I say very authoritatively.
Will do. And it shuffles around, and his big lizard butt starts wobbling off down the corridor ahead of
But
it.
it's like Corbin looks at the back of everybody, like holding the hook card baby. Is like,
Do you still have that stone giant crystal? Maybe,
I have like 3 of
keep
those.
keeping that'll give you some authority.
Like, I still have 3 of those. We're fine.
Throw out all 3.
Also,
Yes,
everyone
oh my
else
gosh, I
can
can't wait to
hear
use
that,
one.
right?
I've been saving them as babysitters, but we haven't needed any.
So the basilisk doesn't say anything to you, just starts leading the way. Do you ask it anything on the way, or because it's still quite a journey, it seems?
I feel like I would leave that to Kalo and the con as far as questions go. because my stuff's kind of already been handled. When I get back, I'm pretty sure I can take over this entire, and it'll be fine. So I'm just here to help.
I needed a hook horror, and that was all. That's all I needed. Ready to go.
Like I'm a mother of 4 now. I have to think about my choices. You guys.
There's so many things depending on you.
Your little family portrait.
Chikushio's like, I don't need you. I'll look after myself.
Can.
Yeah.
Nice to know.
One's a teenager now.
Right? They are big enough. I think they are adolescent now, so I knew it was coming.
Webster's like already off at college or has started working,
Right.
like older brother.
They're like 19, 20. Chakusho is like the tween, and then they got a new baby.
Like bonks
Yeah.
Chakusho on the head with a fuzzy leg.
Like
Wait, what's Shillelagh then?
Shillelagh. Oh, I
Like a
guess Shillelagh
toddler?
would be my first daughter. Yeah, that's my firstborn daughter.
You smash cut to the staff of the
Smash cut to
python. It's just a single tear going down.
Ah, Shillelagh! I keep forgetting you're an animal.
The most middle child.
No.
Very forgotten.
I'll never forget them again.
Oh.
Where's Shillelagh?
Sorry, guys. Give me a sec. I just need to go and quickly call my second son.
Oh gosh!
I remember you.
I want you to know that
You are loved.
I remember you are loved.
I tested something the other day. I just, without any context or anything, I just sent my son a picture of him like when he was a tiny baby.
Aw.
And I was like, I wonder what happened if I just send this without any explanation. It's just no response at all.
Aw, no.
It's like, why? It's okay. Apparently
Dad's feeling mopey.
he was being a good senpai yesterday because 2 of my students got into his high school, the same one that my elder son's at, and he was there doing like meet and greet for the rugby team. He's like, come play rugby, and they were chatting with him. So he was being a good senpai.
Good lad.
Good.
Attaboy. Take
Okay.
care of call highs.
So anyway, unless you ask something, the basilisk does not reply.
I think Zakan would probably ask some basic stuff like,
Please.
you know, who told you to expect us?
That's a good question.
It is, thank you. It's important information.
Well, you have come within the vicinity of the library. It is aware. And the librarians know all that goes on in the Underdark. Past, present, and future. So they knew you were coming. They could have told me to come and get you a couple of days later, but...
We were somewhat waylaid, but that's the way of the Underdark. And you are the guardian of this place?
Yes, I set to be guardian and general purpose helper, I believe is the job title.
Proper handyman.
And what is it that we can call you?
My name is Veldiskar.
Veldiskar.
Okay, Vildy.
You know, I think the library could do with another statue or two.
Anastasia's wondering if it would even work.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So Khan,
Not just
because you're right next to Veldiskar, you can hear him kind of chuckle under his breath as he comes back around. He didn't mean it.
Yeah. They're
Veldiskar.
like that.
Kayla?
Veldiskar, I'm curious. You said the librarians were expecting us. What level of omniscience are we working with here? Did they expect us, our questions, and more? Is it worth even pursuing these questions, or will they already have the answers once we arrive?
The library will have the answers.
So the library.
Perhaps the questions you do not know you need to ask.
I flunked out of philosophy.
I like Vildy.
Zakan, sorry.
It's an angry
Go
little
ahead.
flick of the tongue.
You've surely been noticing the rise in abyssal influence in the Underdark.
Reports have arrived. Yes.
And Sasha.
That is what we're.
Beldeskier like misinterprets that. Anastasia like seeing out the corner of his eye your movements. He's like, "Oh, it's okay. I'll keep my head down."
She offers him up some of the meat from the dragon they killed.
Bumps into a stalagmite. Oh fuck. Look, that kind of question is best saved for the library. I don't want to half-ass it, you know.
Understood. How is it that you? Oh,
Go ahead.
after you, Kayla.
No, mine's is non sequitur. Don't worry about it. This is just to make sure, Corbin. We've never raised a hook horror before, so we were curious. Do you know if there's anything about raising hooked horrors in the library?
It is a collection of data, things that have happened, are happening, and will happen. I do not think it is that kind of research.
Oh, but there's not a field guide.
But there will be information on how you will take care of the hook horror, and then you can cross-reference it to see what worked and what didn't.
I'm not sure if the visions of the seer are concerned with the minutiae of pet care.
Pet care or future steed bearing.
There's a scuttle as Webster disappears off down the tunnel.
Oh my gosh, Webster! People can have multiple uses. Not every four-legged beast knows how to use swimming Pokemon. I'm just trying to cover my bases.
One of my steeds is a giant frog in another camp.
Nice.
Naruto?
Yeah.
Okay.
Corbin's got to max out at 6 before you start leaving him at the Pokestops.
Okay, yeah. See, I'm telling you, my next time we level up, there's gonna be Artificer because I gotta start. I guess I can start imbuing things with stuff. And then it's over for you hoes. How did you defeat the giant spider queen? I caught them in a Pokeball.
It's like freaking
Good
Mewtwo with lol.
night, thank
Just
you.
like, hold on.
Yeah, we're about to
You
finish up
said
as well.
good
Clever.
night. Good night.
Wait, it's me. Thank you for the subs. Okay, so about 8 hours later, your journey comes to an end. As you arrive at a pair of massive basalt doors, which mark the entrance to Graven Hollow. The doors are flanked by 2 life-size statues of stone giants. Although there's definitely something about them, Anastasia, you feel the magical energy just flowing off them. And as you walk to the doors and then through them, the heads of the statues slowly turn to watch you. Veldeskar. Veldeskar guides you through the gates. Tells you to go straight ahead. And disappears off a side passage, down a side passage. Yeah.
Like, as you're asking, what, you're not gonna come?
And gone. Now, let me share the arts with you as we finish up
That
here.
was certainly a first.
Possibly a last.
Hopefully not.
Let's jump over here for people back home.
If these librarians were expecting us, then it's really one of 2 things. They want to help us, or it's a deadly trap.
Have you got eyes on stream, guys?
Yep.
Sorry, for some reason there isn't a share with players button on this art.
That's what you
Interesting.
posted in the chat anyway.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
showed you earlier, yeah.
Mm.
There it is. So you clamber up the steps and through those massive doors as they ponderously swing and behind you. Walking across the threshold of Graven Hollow is like stepping into another realm. The oppressive gloom of the Underdark is replaced by light and a sense of openness that brings back memories. Excuse me. I don't think it's the end of that sentence.
Yeah.
I got distracted. Let's switch this up here. Yeah, the oppressive gloom of the Underdark is replaced by light and a sense of openness that brings back memories of the surface world. The corridor beyond the gates is wide enough for 10 people to walk side by side. And the ceiling's height reminds you of the great halls of Gauntlgrim. The corridor opens into a central well, with walkways crossing its span to the opposite side. You can barely see the ends of the level to your right and left, with doors opening into so many rooms that you doubt you could explore them all in a single day. The ceiling is bright, with rainbows trapped in hundreds of crystal formations, combining to create a warm and inviting illumination. Looking down is a dizzying experience. Staircases connect to the different levels below, and you soon lose count of how far down they go. A stout, rocky creature detaches from the perfectly smooth wall to your left, leaving an imprint of its body in the wall that quickly smooths out and fades from sight. Travelers, I am Horm. The masters are occupied. There are rooms for you all. Choose your own. The resources of Graven Hollow are at your disposal. You need only ask. As the Galebdur, swapped stone elemental creature, waits for your questions. And the library awaits you as well. We shall come back to Graven Hollow next time. And I think next week? Yeah, next week's okay actually. So I have to miss the 5th of March, 6th of March one, for my youngest son's entrance ceremony into elementary school.
In April?
Ooh.
Say again? Yeah, it's April, yes. Yeah, I do.
I
April.
was like, what?
Sorry, excuse me. But yeah,
Back in time.
Next week is going to be okay. So we shall return here to Graven Hollow next week, my friends. Thank you. Lots of fun RP there today.
Good stuff, good stuff.
It was indeed. Okay. So, great stuff, everybody. Thank you all. If you would like to have your chance to win the Frozen Peaks from CZRPG, an awesome one-shot or drop-in location for your campaigns, beautiful maps, and all of that goodness, ! Enter in the chat. Thanks, Grim, for the chance to win there. We will be drawing our winner in just a moment. So, good luck, everybody. But before that, let us say goodbye to these lovely people. Going around the overlay from myself here. Corbin, where are you on the material plane?
On the material plane, you guys can find me everywhere, but mostly on Wednesdays here. I also can be found on Twitter at honeybuns. I'm gonna change that soon though, so maybe you'll soon be able to find me on Twitter as Battlescar Buns. Somebody else is using honeybuns for something else, and I keep getting tagged in other things.
Oh no.
Oh.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I'm like, but free advertisement.
But then they don't. It's not the right audience if you don't advertise that stuff.
I'm starting to think maybe Look, or you can find me here on Twitch at Battle Scar Bunny, where I like to do awesome things like buy the compendium of Walking Dead Telltale games so that I can cry like a little bitch. It's gonna be from beginning to end, from our lovely Lee all the way to when we get Clementine out of a jam. I am ready to analyze, debunk, and overanalyze every chapter and every season of this series.
Awesome. Thank you. And Zakan, your good self.
Hi, I'm Stephen, and I've played Zakan. You can find me on this stream every week that I'm not elsewhere. And you can also find me on Twitter at Distant Shores, where I post about Japan and design and video games and things like that.
Thank you. Yep, links over in the chat. And Kayla, thank you.
Friends, hi. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Mike, Grim in chat. For now, you can only find me here. So keep in mind that when you turn the stream off, I cease to exist. But I'll see you again next week. Cheers.
I've heard that sticking around for the raid is the only way to keep him alive. And Anastasia.
Hello, I am Smallbird Lex. You can find me at Smallbird Lex and Smallbird Art. I do art, I do D&D, I do cosplay, makeup. I will be your cup of tea, and every time I say this, it is even more of a threat. Just picture a knife at your throat. You can find me here on Wednesdays, and you can find me at Sir Pfeffer's on Saturdays for a level 20 campaign. You can see me grapple a dragon.
Mr. Beauregard.
Awesome. Thank you. And yeah, thanks for another great session, everybody. Right, we are QuestJunkiesUK. We like to play D&D and other TTRPGs, and we will be back first thing tomorrow or later today, depending where you are in the world, with our homebrew Ravenloft campaign, Barovia and beyond, as they quest through the delights of the corrupted carnival, the Revalia, in the attempts to free the spirit of the ladies of the Thanes and return Barovia to the material plane. So come and join us for some spooky clown shenanigans later on. Then we will be back on Friday night or Saturday morning, depending where you are, for Candlekeep Mysteries. Can the intrepid band of adventurers manage to solve the mystery of Sarah of... What's it called? Damn it, I forgot the name. Sarah of... Lemoncrest? No, there's a lemon tree on the family heraldry. Damn it, I can't remember it. But yes, one of the awesome adventures from Candlekeep Mysteries. Hang on. Let's look at this thing. What's it called? Come here, you. Yellow Crest, that's what it was. That's close. Thank you, Daisy.
Lemon Crest.
Yeah, at least my player's also like, yellow something. So it's not just me.
Thanks, Daisy.
Cheers, Daisy. Sarah of Yellowcrest Manor. Yes, the poor serving girl that discovered the evil eldritch goings-on at her house and tried to warn the family, but then they all were tragically killed. What is happening? They have discovered cultists. They have discovered ex-highwaymen that they scared off from when they were being highwaymen. They retired from that gig and became cultists instead. And they are poised to figure out just what is going on as they solve another Candlekeep mystery. So, jump in for that. We are playing it as a campaign with an overarching big bad and all those good stuff going on there. So, please do join us on the weekend for that. And more chances to win the awesome giveaway from this week. Cheers, Tova. Okay. Right. Daisy's cult is better than theirs. Fair. Yes, Daisy is running a cult of the Traveller. Okay.
Oh.
Yes, indeed. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. Awesome stuff. We'll be back with those shows this week. Then, finishing the week, or starting the week, depending where you are in the world, on Sunday evening or Monday morning, it is session 1 of our brand new campaign. You voted for it. It was the stretch goal from one of our previous charity events. The ship was steered by everyone in the Discord, and we, as was chosen, will be delving into the jungles of Chult as we start on the epic adventure that is the Tomb of Annihilation. Join myself, DM Charlie, Scarlet Song, Colby, and GM Josh, reprising his role as Waku, the little warlock kobold from the South of Omgar summer campaign that we did with AJ Winters a few years ago. And let us see what the Chiltern Peninsula has in store for these poor adventurers. I'm looking forward to it very much. Okay, so yes, do get ready for that. It's going to be a fantastic kickoff to the campaign as we start in Port Nyanzaru, and a festival is going on. There is reason for celebration. So join us and see what's happening there at the end or start of your week. Okay, awesome. Thank you, everybody. We are going to get over here and draw ourselves a lucky winner. Let us refresh here, make sure everyone's in there. We made it, guys. We're at the library. Yay.
We did it.
We did it, team.
Finally.
We're here.
After 3 sessions.
Time to read books.
Our life won't be hard now that we have library cards.
Knowledge is
Ask all
power.
them questions.
Knowledge is power.
Okay,
Knowing
everyone.
is half the battle.
Good luck. Today's copy of The Frozen Peaks from CZRPG goes to
Me.
Votaria. Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Double check they're still
Voltaria.
in the chat. They are indeed. Congrats, everyone, and good luck to everybody else. If you want to have another chance, come back and join us. And you're very welcome, Votaria. Congratulations there. I'll send you the link to grab that very soon. Okay, everyone, awesome. Thank you as always. And we are going to head off raiding, so stick around and let us head to. None of the stream team are on, so some friends of ours, new friends of ours that were in the Lord Gosamba St. Jude's Hospital, charity event the other week. Fabled 42 are live. Let's just head on over there and see what they are up to. Okay, massive thank you, everyone, and we look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. But you know what to do. Stick around for the raid if you've got them. Let those phoenixes fly. Until next time, as we like to say around these parts, oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi.
Asumi.
A massive thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed that session. And let us also say thank you to the wonderful folks who support the channel. CZRPG, Phoenix Dice, Troll Games, and of course the fabulous Sirenscape. If you would like to check them out, follow the links in chat, and of course jump on those tasty coupons if you want to get some discounts on awesome things for your games. CZRPG is a constant source of inspiration with their fantastic products, interestingly written, beautiful maps, dynamic encounter design, original monsters and magic items. Do join their newsletter for all of the information about what's going on with them. And of course, where would we be without those gorgeous Click-Clack Mathrocks from Phoenix Dice, an amazing producer of interesting designs, guaranteed to roll well for players, not so well for GMs sometimes, but that's the way we play. Now, if you would like to support this amazing company with their recycled materials and very eco-friendly way of doing business, do give them a click and look at all of the beautiful dice that they have over in their store. Troll Games, all of our friends over there, they have their own original Castles and Crusades system, lots of stuff for D&D and all sorts of amazing TTRPG stuff in their store. Click on that link and get your adventure underway. And of course, last but not least, by any measure you care to employ, Sirenscape, a fantastic source of music and sound effects that just takes your game to a new level. Fantasy, science fiction, mystery, heists, whatever type of game you're playing, whatever system you're playing, Sirenscape has the sounds for you. And you can pipe that all over the world to wherever your players are through their online player. And if you would like to, you can get yourself a free trial by following the link. And if you become a Super Siren, you can get access to all of their hundreds and hundreds of options, make your own original sound sets, and support us too via our affiliate link there in chat. Okay, that's all for today. Another massive thank you, and we look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Stick around for the raid if you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But till next time, as we like to say around these parts, oyasumi nasai.